Welcome back to Peniros, Mind People. Now I got a little article in the Sun that I got to share with you. The UFO community are not going to be happy about this one because to me it's like a slap in the face, right? So this article is by Chris Bradford, 24th of November. The truth is out there. Pentagon announces launch of a new UFO task force to very seriously probe mysterious aircraft. This is a joke. The Pentagon has launched a new task force responsible for identifying and explaining the origins of UFOs that fly into American airspace. Defense officials revealed today that the new group will replace the US Navy's Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force. Okay. It was created to help officials in Washington gain an understanding and an insight into identified aerial phenomena. The new body is named the Airborne Object Identification Management Synchronization Group. Kathleen Hicks, Deputy Secretary of Defense, said that the RARA will detect and identify objects in a special use airspace and assess any potential national security threats. Now, people, is this supposed to be some type of joke? So they're saying that they've got this new group and they've got this, they got this, I don't know what it is, a radar or a special radar, whatever, that detects any identified flying objects. But they've had this, which is very strange though, because when them comets come into our airspace, it's like they can't detect it, or it's like they don't give anyone a heads up on it. So they're saying that, any national security threats. So what is the national security threat that, you might know of? Why don't you tell the people in the UFO community about that? Why would you go through all this to put this up in the sky? There must be a reason behind it, right? Or is it just a matter of reports you get? Nah, because you know what's going on. So let's continue. A Department of Defense statement said, incursions by any airborne object to our SUA pose security. A Department Defense statement said, incursions by any airborne object to our SUA pose safety of flight and operation security concerns and may pose national security challenges. Oh my gosh. No, listen. Nah, the UFO community must be peed off, man. Do you know how many, and from how long way back, how many UFO sightings have been recorded? Even dialing 999 or 911, actually police reports of UFO sightings, or people saying they can see something up in the sky and they have no idea what it is. Like, this is seriously taking the mick right here. And I knew this was gonna happen. If you remember, a few months back, we had this big UFO announcement, right? And we actually got nothing from it. It's even died down to the point of where the people them just take their own initiative to post what they can post and put up what they can put up. But you see, the problem with that is we don't want that footage of what the people them are putting up. Well, obviously we do, but understand what I'm saying. We want it to come from them. Say, yeah, this is what it is. But we have to ask ourselves, why do we want it to come from them? They ain't nothing to trust. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you're talking about people that go to war for materials and say people have got nuclear weapons. We've got to continue to put up what we can put up. But the only thing about that is we don't really know what's real and what isn't. Because so much is up there and there's so much graphics you can use now. But the UFO community, you should be paid off by this report or this announcement. The DOD takes reports of incursions by any airborne object, identified or unidentified. And they have that anyway. You've seen it in the films. Very seriously and investigates each one. It's a joke. Like, this is some new news. The group will probe whether or not the strange orbs that have been reportedly buzzing the US military are unknown technology from Russia and China, or potentially something more alien. You people have been watching the skies for years. I'm sure you guys know what it is. UFOs are now considered an issue of national security, decades after the subject was viewed as frivolous conspiracy theory. Yeah, these people don't give a, they don't care, man. These people do not care, I'm telling you. The UAP task force report published by the Pentagon over the summer admitted there have been unexplained encounters between the US military and mystery objects such as the infamous 2004 Tic Tac sighting. You know what, we don't even need to get into all of that. And the UFO community don't really need to read all that. You know, they're saying they formed this group, they've got certain technology, they can do this and that. We already know you've had that. You know, this is the best that you lot can do after the announcement that you made, you know, of the UFO footage that you had. You know, the craft jetting across the sea, and the other one that was on, you know, it's a joke, you know what I mean? And you're probably wondering, why am I covering this? You know, I do cover UFO stuff from time to time. I actually researched a lot of UFO stuff, you know, and I was heavily into the UFO stuff, like Roswell, you know, the Greys, different types of aliens, you understand? But the only thing is with the UFO thing and the alien situation, it all basically just came back to the fallen angels. And that's what my studies basically took me back to. They're just fallen angels, you know, able to transform themselves into whatever they want. I keep telling people the Book of Enoch, you can learn a lot from the Book of Enoch. And it's not even a big book. It's very easy to go through. Make sure you try to order yourself one, because it does speak a lot about, you know, the angels, the fallen angels, you know, and you get more of an insight. It's a very important book. That's why they took it out of the Bible. It was actually banned from the Bible. Yeah, obviously you have to use your common sense and say, okay, it was banned from the Bible. Okay, well, we know the Bible's been flipped a few times. So if it was banned from the Bible, then it must be important, guys. Jeez. But yeah, I'm not taking the mic, I'm just saying. But yeah, people, just a little announcement that I thought I'd share with you. This is a joke. You know, we've heard about the Majestic 12. You know, that was, you know, I'm not going to say too much on that, but they've been having these groups since the 50s and 60s, and that's why I'm going to leave it like that. And I'm sure the UFO community will be getting onto these people. So like, share, subscribe, people, and bless.